Morning students, we are solving the problem related to Euclid division lemma. Once again we repeat the topic Euclid division lemma. A is equal to BQ plus R, where R value lies between 0 and B. Dividend which is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, where the remainder value lies between 0 or B. If R is equal to 0, means A divides B. A divides B or B divides A. Okay. If R equal to 0 means it can be written as A is equal to BQ. A is equal to BQ. And one more important, 0 less than or equal to or less than B. If any integer divides by 2, the possible remainder will be either 0 or 1, because this is the divisor. If it is divisor means the remainder is always less than the divisor, either 0 or 1. So it can be written as 2k plus 1. Actually, A is equal to BQ plus R. You know this concept. A is equal to BQ plus R. You know this concept. If A equal to, we are going to find the number A, find the value of A. But we know that B value, B. Okay. Q, we do not know. R should be 0. So 2Q. If R is equal to 1 means it can be written as 2Q plus 1. So this is the general form. Either 2Q or 2Q plus 1. If the number 2 divides any positive integer means it will be in the form of 2Q, 2Q plus 1. If 3 means, how can we write it? 3 means 3Q plus 1 and 3Q plus 2. You know prime numbers. Prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. These numbers are known as prime number. Why should we call as prime number? Means the divisor, actually the number, it should be divided by 1 or the number itself. Should be divided by 1 or the number itself. That's why we say it is called a prime number, or we can say that prime number has 2 factors. Only 2 factors. What are the factors? Means the number and 1. The number, which means itself or 1. You can take this first one. 2 can divide by 1 or the number itself. 3 is also, it is divided by 1 and the number itself, like that. That's why we say itself and 1. So only 2 factors. Next one, composite number. 4, 6, 8, 10. they have more than 2 factors. What are the factors? 1, the number 4 can divide by 1, 2 and 4, which means itself. So 1, 2 and 4, there are 3 factors. If the number can be divided by 3 numbers, or a number have 3 factor, means that is called a composite numbers. Composite number. Now co-prime number. Now we are going to learn the new one, co-prime number. GCD or HCF, you know very well. You can take this 2 and 3. GCD of 2 and 3 or HCF of 2 and 3 is 1. So if HCF is 1, if HCF is 1, that kind of numbers are called a co-prime number. So the definition of co-prime number is the definition of co-prime number is two positive integers are said to be relatively prime or co-prime if their highest common factor is 1. If highest common factor is 1. I have given just one example, 2 and 3. You can take 3 and 5. Okay, this also gives the HCF is 1. So if the highest common factor is 1, that kind of numbers are called relatively prime or co-prime number. Exercise number 2.1, first question. The question is, find all positive integers. Find all positive integer when divided by 3. When divided by 3. Divisor is 3 and the remainder is 2. Remainder is 2. Okay. Find all positive integers when divided by 3 leaves the remainder 2. We know that Euclid division lemma. A is equal to BQ plus R. We are going to find the positive integers. It is going on. So we just replace the value B. What is B divisor? That is 3. Q plus 2. We are going to find A. The Q value. What is it Q? If you take 3, actually here I divide the number 7. I divide the number 7 by 3. How many times? How many 3's are there? 2 3's. So 2. 2 into 3, 6. Remaining 1. Okay. So here I can say that the quotient, this is Q. This is B. This is divisor. This is quotient. This Q value which is less than the divisor. Okay. This case. The second case, if I take the number 9, divide by 3. So 3 times exactly divide. So this is the factor, you know that. So 3 into 3. 9 minus 9 means 0. Remainder is 0. So here we can substitute less than or equal to. So the quotient value which is less than or equal to the divisor. Quotient value which is less than or equal to the divisor. It is very important. So quotient value Q which is less than or equal to B. Okay. Here B is 3. So less than or equal to Q less than 0. The quotient should not be 0, but it is less than or equal to the divisor. Less than or equal to the divisor. So I am going to take if so the values are 1, 2 and 3. What is it? Q may take 1, 2 and 3 or multiple of this. So A is equal to 3 into 1 plus 2. What do we get? 3 into 1 3. 3 plus 2 5. Second one A is equal to 3 into 2 plus So 3 into 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. Next, A is equal to 3 into 3 plus 2. 3 into 3, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. So, A value 5, 8, 11 and so on. The required positive integers are 5, 8, 11 and so on. You can take that the number 5. If you divide by 3, it leaves a remainder 2. If you take the number 8, if you divide by 3, it leaves a remainder 2. You can take the next one, 11. If you take the number 11, when we divide by 3, it leaves a remainder. What is the remainder? 2. So and so on. It is very easy as well as important question also. Question number 2. A man has 532 flower pots. A man has 532 flower pots. So number of flower pots. Total number of flower pots is equal to 532. Okay. Next, he wants to arrange them. He wants to arrange them in rows such that each row contains 21 flower pots. So first row means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21. There are 21 flower pots. First row, there are 21 flower pots. Second row, 21. Third row, 21. Like that. Find the number of completed rows and how many flower pots are left over. So total number of flower pots is 532. He wants to arrange them in a row. In a row contains 21 flower pots. So how many rows? How many rows can be arranged? Actually, here we are going to divide 532 by 21. You know that the number cannot divide perfectly. Cannot divide means the 21 is not a factor of 532. 21 is not a factor of 532. So now we are going to divide 532 by 21. So first 2 times means 42. Here 1, here 1, 2. So 1, 1, 2. How many? 21. How many 21 means 5 times. 5 ones are 5. 5 twos are 10. 1 not 5. Remaining 7. 12 minus. So this is remainder. This is quotient. This is divisor. So this 532 can be written as 21 into 25 plus 7. That 532 can be written as 21 into 25 plus 7. So in a row 21 flower pots. So how many rows? 25 rows. So 25 into 21 is equal to actually 105. If you add 7 means you can get that. So left over, how many flower pots left over means 7 flower pots are left over. So 25 complete rows. 25 complete rows. Question number 3. Now I am going to read the question. With the help of your textbook, you can see that. Prove that the product of two consecutive positive integer. Prove that the product of two consecutive positive integer is divisible by 2. What they said? The product of two consecutive positive integer always divisible by 2. This is the question. We are going to prove that. So using this result, we can prove it. When a positive integer is divided by 2, you know this. When a positive integer is divided by 2, then the remainder is either 0 or 1. அதாவது ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் இன்டீஜர் வந்து நம்ம 2 ஆல் டிவைட் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா அதோட ரிமைண்டர் வந்து ஒன்று 0-ஆக இருக்கணும், இல்லை அப்படின்னா 1-ஆக இருக்கணும். Why? What is the reason? Which means the 0 and 1 are less than the number 2. 0வும் 1 மட்டும்தான் 2-ஐ விட சின்ன நம்பர்ஸ். நெகட்டிவ்ல -1 அப்படிலாம் போயிட்டு இருக்கும். ஆக்சுவலாக இங்கே பாசிட்டிவ் அப்படின்னு எடுத்துறதுனால 0 and 1. ஸோ இட் வில் பி இன் த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் either 2q and 2q plus 1. 2q ப்ளஸ் த ரிமைண்டர் வந்து அங்கே என்ன ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா 0 ஆயிடுச்சு. அதனால 2q and 2q plus 1. இங்கே ரிமைண்டர் வந்து 1. ஸோ 2q and 2q plus 1. So using this result we are going to prove that. So if you take this 2q and 2q plus 1, 2q and 2q plus 1 are the consecutive integers. Can we take 2q and 2q plus 1? This 2q and 2q plus 1 are consecutive integer. Yes. If you assign q equal to 1, what do we get? 2 into 1 2. The next one, 2 into 1 2 plus 1 3. So you take point for 2 3. So 2 and 3 are consecutive positive integer, you know very well. That's why I have taken 2q and 2q plus 1. So product 2q into 2q plus 1. Product 2q into 2q 4q square. 2q into 2q 4q square. And 2q plus 1 means 2q. 4q square plus 2q. 4q square plus 2q. So we are going to say this 4q square plus 2q is also divisible by 2. Is also divisible by 2. This is the question. So if you assign the value of k, if you assign the value of q, you can take positive numbers. Q equal to 1. Q equal to 1. Q equal to 1. What do we get? 4 into 1 square plus 2 into 1. So 4 into 1 4, 4 plus 2 6. Divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. If you take q is equal to 2. 4 of 2 square plus 2 of 2. 4 into 2 square value 4. 4 into 4 16. 16 plus 4 20. Divisible by 2. Q equal to 3. 4 of 3 square plus 2 into 3. 4 into 3 square value 9. 9 into 4 36. And 2 into 3 6. 36 plus 6 42. Divisible by 2. So it can be proved. It can be proved. So according to the Euclid's division lemma, we can say that the product of two consecutive positive integer is divisible by 2. Hence proved. In top right corner I have written the solution of the previous question. Hence the product of two consecutive integer is divisible by 2. You have to write that. After completion of this problem, you have to write this. This is the solution.